On a scale of 1 to 10, how would we rate Nielsen Development Group? If we could give them higher than a 10, we would, because of everything they did, not only helping us through the process, but seeing it fully through beyond just the buying experience, that they continued to check on us to make sure that we were still having the best experience we can. It was a long search to find the right home, but their support and their willingness to work with us along the way. Not only were we able to have the real estate side, but we were able to have the construction side. With NDG, you not only get the realtor side, but you get the expertise from the construction, and also just the experience of knowing if this house is right, if this house is sound for your family. You have three small kids. They never pushed us into making a decision. They just gave us all the data necessary for us to make our own decision. But they never said, here's what you need to do. They always said, here's what we would do, here's what we would recommend. But they never I never felt pressured
No,
like
never.
you should do this or do that. The great thing with knowing Brant is we understood how he operated. We know that he was a straight shooter. He's always going to give you the honest answer,
Always, yes.
no matter if you like it or
Even
not.
yes.
You would think you would be an easy choice, but there's so many people out there that may lead you in the wrong way. And the great thing about Brant and his team is that they always will give you the honest answer. Sometimes it's not the answer you want to hear, but it's always the answer you need to hear. I really feel like there's a care that goes beyond just simply trying to get your money.
We've worked with construction companies in the past that have promised a certain time or promised a certain this and that and have completely never delivered on it. And Brant knows his facts. He knows the costs. He knows the timelines.
We had been looking for several months, and in some ways we were getting discouraged with the process, but they kept supporting us. And we found this one particular home that when we went into, aesthetically, it was everything we thought we wanted. Linda had Brant come over and just look through it. He had picked out about 3 or 4 things that we had no clue about. We didn't see. He picked out about $25,000 worth of mistakes that was made. And then eventually we went from the house from the top to the bottom. And by the time we got done, we were about $100,000 out of pocket just to fix the things that were wrong. But once we went through that experience with Nielsen Development Group, we knew we could trust them to protect us from making the wrong decision. And ultimately, as funny as this sounds, protect us from ourselves. They would make sure we had all of the data necessary to make the right decision. Linda would research everything she could about the property, about prices. And in that one particular case, Linda, with her research, found out that the price was way above what was going to comp in the area. That saved us a huge heartache and wrong decision, which allowed us to be able to trust them to put us in the right place at the right time with the data necessary to make the decision. We thought that it was going to be a short process, but it ended up being many, many months and quite an extensive search in which they were so patient and very helpful. And we looked at homes all over the area. We didn't want to go with new construction because we were very concerned about the process, and we had had a not so favorable experience before in our last purchase. But as we continue to work with Nielsen Development Group, especially with Linda, Linda was able to bring us into the office with the sales agent, and she knew so much about both sides of the business that she was able to work with us. And on top of that, she saved us thousands, I mean, thousands of dollars on the front end with being able to understand the language. And on top of that, we were able to work for on a loan process. They were able to help us find the right loan officer, and in that process went to bat with us with the developer to be able to get us all the incentives that they would not normally offer. They gave us all the incentives to go with our own banker of choice. And so that saved us thousands of dollars. I don't think we would have purchased a brand new home without NDG. We would have probably purchased something already built or something that was a little more manageable. But the only reason we went through the new construction process again, after almost vowing we would never buy a new construction home again, the only reason we went with a new construction home was because of the backing and the support and the value and the expertise that NDG brought to the table to make us comfortable to know not only can we purchase a new home, but we can purchase it without all the concerns of our last decision. With Brandt, you're always going to get fair pricing. He's going to give you an honest answer, but more than that, he's going to see things that you can't see. And he'll tell you things that you may not agree with, but he's always right. He's always right.
Always.
If he doesn't know the answer, he's not going to make it up, but he's going to help you find someone who is the expertise. We have friends that they bought a home and the inspection in the new home had all kinds of red flags over potential water and flooding, but the realtor that they were using did not even share with them these concerns. They purchased the home and it's been an absolute disaster. In fact, they're not even able to live in their home at this current standpoint. You need to have Brandt and NDG come and help you through this process, because not only do they bring the expertise, but they can help you find the best options, whether it is to repair your current home or to possibly sell and find a new one.